Hey everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for being with me here today on this channel, Blossoming Souls, your channel created for you. It is a place to come, relax, enjoy, to share energy, to receive messages from Spirit, and to feel loved. This is your channel. This is your message. Today, it is March 16th, 2025, and I'm so excited to welcome in spring. It's in a few days, I believe, and I'm really happy to be able to open up the windows again as soon as it's possible. In the Northeast, sometimes it takes a bit before we can do that, but the renewal of a season correlates with and resonates with the way our life cycle ebbs and flows, and the way our life cycle, our spiritual journey goes. It is with the changing of the seasons that things come into our lives, things go out of our lives. And during certain times of the year, the month, the week, astrological influences can play a big part in our path, in our journey. And so I have been more and more amazed by astrology. However, on this channel, I typically do intuitive readings, and there's really no religion here. It is an all-inclusive channel. As long as you bring good and light, you are more than welcome here. And today, I woke up with a beautiful energy of hope and faith and trust, and with the knowing that each day brings a blessing. If you look for that blessing, you will find it. To find the silver lining in something, to be in that state of appreciation, to bring in that positive into your daily routine. And so I usually, a lot of times when I meditate before these messages, I'll get a clear sign of what is happening, what message, what theme. And today it's more like whatever Spirit brings in, okay? So just sit back, relax, and enjoy this time, this moment for you. I'm going to sound the tuning fork 3 times. And I just want you to close your eyes. If you're in a safe place, close your eyes and relax. Maybe sip on some tea or coffee or whatever it is that relaxes you. And just listen to the vibration of this beautiful tuning fork as it will apply to you however it will. One more. Let that beautiful tune vibrate through your body, through your mind, through your spirit. Let it clear away and trigger whatever energy it needs to clear away or trigger. And just allow this moment to be yours. Continue to relax before I start this reading, this message. I do want us to say a word of thanks and be mindful of something that you're grateful for. I'm going to just say a little prayer, a little affirmation or prayer, whatever you want to call it. to be thankful and to be in that energy of gratitude, because everything goes hand in hand. It's not all about the prediction, what's coming, what can I expect. It's about what goes into the making of what you can expect. And part of that is to find gratitude in your moment of peace. And so, Spirit, we come to you today, and I want to personally thank you for my gifts, for the ability to share messages, to share energy. And I am thankful for everything I have, and I love everything I have, everything you've given me, everything I've enjoyed. And I choose today to make this a beautiful day, to be mindful of the beauty around me, and to see the beauty within myself. Thank you, Spirit, for being here today with us, and for loving us, and for helping us to see how valuable and priceless we really are. And so it is. And so today, I feel guided to just let Spirit bring in whatever it is that needs to be brought in for us. Whatever it is that we need to feel, hear, see, smell, taste, whatever it is time for us to really slow down and pay attention to the greatness, the goodness. I was talking to somebody the other day, and we were discussing stress, and how there comes a time in our life when what we've been experiencing is done. We don't vibrate with it anymore. It doesn't have any use in our path anymore. And when we open up to those realities and those truths, we see the true colors, the true situation, the true personalities, the true whatever it is that needs to be brought to our attention, to come into our space, to sort of say, okay, stand up and take notice now. Do you want this in your future? Think about it. You have free will. And trust me, free will is very much a part of our existence, of our energy, of our human energy, our spiritual energy. And I'm hearing psychic energy. And so Spirit is saying this is a valuable time to really pay attention to what no longer vibrates in your path, in your current circumstances. And when we open up to that, it opens up doors of opportunity for us to move on our path, on our journey. And in my firm belief and in my experience, when we allow ourselves to put away those things that aren't beneficial for our journey, it allows us to bring into that energetic movement an energy of freedom, of peace, of acceptance of what was, and acceptance of letting go of what was. Now, that can be in any way, however that applies to you. It doesn't necessarily mean a person. It could mean a career. It could mean a way of thinking. I've said this over and over again. It could be the way you eat, the way you take care of your body, whatever it is, however it applies to you, is really the message here that Spirit is trying to convey. Okay? Now, I did pick several decks, and right now I do feel that the map deck is calling out to us. Okay? And so I am going to give a shuffle and see what messages Spirit has for us today. I am feeling a very much an energy of passion, as I do have my red here today. Usually I use this at Christmas, but joy should be, we should experience joy every day in our lives. And then I did include the red roses, because I do believe that Spirit wants us to feel special, to understand how intricate we are to the space around us. And just because you have gifts and you have an ability, you have the your life purposes of being a healer, doesn't mean that you have to stay in a situation to heal that situation, because sometimes those situations are meant to be the way they are, and you're meant to experience it and move on. And so that's what I feel is a very big, very big sort of portal or opening to our path ahead. And so we just had the full moon, I believe, and we are going into, or no, we had the full moon. We're going into a new moon at the end of the month. And I feel like with that full moon, it sort of opened up an enlightenment, a kind of like opening up the curtains to see in full view what it is that we need to see. And some of you might be a little nervous, like maybe I don't want to see this. Do I really want to see this? Do I want to know this? Spirit says it doesn't matter. I mean, it does, but it's in your path. It's fated. You have to know certain things. And so here we go with this message, these map cards, to see where we're headed with this, whatever information we receive, whether it's a download, whether it's something from an announcement from someone, whether it's a work announcement, a personal announcement. There's some information that's needed for you in order to put another piece of the puzzle together, okay? And so, yeah. So Spirit is saying, yes. In fact, I am confirming there is something coming in for you. An enlightenment. It is something that I feel some of you may learn by reading, by receiving a message, or by some sort of document, but something is coming in. And it feels like you might have an inkling already, because I'm seeing the moon here, where I think we just had an eclipse or an eclipse coming up or something, because I think... let me just eclipse 2025. I'm just gonna check it here. It's already passed, I believe. I believe that was a few days ago. And so with this moon, the eclipse that has happened, and seeing only a partial part of the moon, it looks like she's pretty much aware of things already. It's almost like this eclipse kind of is like there's just a little bit of information you need now. There's just something that you need to know. And that something that you need to know is here for you. It is here now. And so whatever message you receive, whatever sign or whatever clue or confirmation of something, it's sort of like the... why did I hear that? It's kind of dark. Spirit. Nail in the coffin is what I heard. Okay? Like the final bit of something that you need to know before everything changes. What's changing, guides? So on this grand journey of ours, what I want to say here is when I said jury, I immediately saw and her jury of peers. I feel like a lot of you have felt inadequate or not good enough for someone or some situation, or maybe you feel judged by a group of peers, or obviously in work they compensate us based on our ability to do our jobs, and year-end reviews and stuff like that reflect that, right? So we always have to try to prove to our superiors that we're well worth the money they're paying us and more. However, what I feel here with this message and this, whatever this situation is, Spirit is saying it's not about that. You're not about that anymore. And I'm not saying quit your job and, don't be part of society. But what I'm saying is, Spirit is saying when we how do I say this? When we surround ourselves with negativity and all of the other energies around us that place those judgments on us, we can get confused and think that that's the truth. So maybe you don't do this good enough, you don't do that well enough, you did this, but why didn't you do more? And it's those things that really can bring you down. And so Spirit is saying, those are but fleeting tasks that we have to do in our lives. They're mundane things. What are you doing to balance that out? What are you doing in your off hours to balance out those expectations? What are you doing for yourself? Because in some situations, we don't belong where that harsh, toxic judgment is. We belong somewhere else. And that's why a lot of you might be feeling as if it's over for something. It's over. It's done. I don't feel it anymore. I deserve better. I'm worth more than that. And Spirit is saying, and you're right, you are. So what are you doing about it? I have a 40-hour a week job plus travel time, so it's hard for me to come home after work and create affirmations and helpful tools for people right now, but I do the best I can, and what I really want to do is create those things to help people to move out of those energies and leave it behind you and move into the truth, which is your truth. And so Spirit is telling us we have to be in that space of self-value, of loving ourselves so much, falling in love with ourselves, healing ourselves through things, and emitting that beautiful energy of self-confidence and love and faith in ourselves, knowing that we are more than capable of doing whatever job we are tasked to do. It is interesting that when we go for jobs and we are picked for a job, we are so full of excitement and so honored that we got chosen for that job, that we fall into that trap of being molded into something or someone that isn't truly ourselves. And it is all for the approval, the acceptance of that boss or those teammates or that company. And yes, it's important to do a good job and be in a good place with those people. However, it's not good to hide yourself from everyone, because when you do that, you're sort of denying your own energy and taking on what they think should be acceptable, or what they think is right for them. So I want to just show you this card here that popped out, this bone collector card. And so Spirit is saying, Spirit needs you, and your soul needs you to be fully present in your own energy. It feels like we adapt to other people's truths, but it's never sustaining because it's not your own. And so Spirit is saying, are you living for other people? And yeah, we do have responsibility. We do have to live up to some expectation, because we have to coexist in this world. But Spirit is saying, are you selling out to someone or something that sort of changes you or changes your personality? And I'm really feeling as if this message is about looking deeply into your truth. And I feel like with this full moon that came out, it's heightened the energy. It has heightened, kind of like cast a light on rock or stone that have covered up something. So everything is being exposed. And even though the full moon was, a couple days ago, the energy's still there. And with the new moon coming up, it feels as if whatever is being heightened or exposed, it's sort of like prying something loose. You keep trying and you're trying and trying, and then suddenly it breaks free. And so with this new moon, there is something breaking free. You are being unhinged from something. You are being kind of uplifted in your energy to your own authentic energy. And while you may not go out and quit your job right now, you are setting the tone for something new and something more applicable and something that resonates more in your life. The way you make money, the way you interact with people, the way you feel about yourself. And I feel like there's a lot of nonsense, and I'm gonna say this, there's a lot of nonsense out there every single day in our faces about political things. And for a while I was getting really angry, and I was feeling the energy of all of those people who posted things and said things, and no matter what the situation, no matter what side, it still was harsh energy. And so I had to back away, and because I knew it wasn't my energy, it was the energy of a lot of other people, not meaning to harm anyone, but exercising their right to freedom of speech. But when we are easily pulled down into those energies, the energies of other people, whether harsh, and believe me, the harsh energies can really get you. But it feels like Spirit is saying it's time to break free now. Not just from that, but from whatever isn't your own energy, okay? It feels like we have adapted to whatever energy is around us. And because it's so easy to do that, it sort of mutes our own energy, and we become like all the others. And Spirit is saying, you know, if you look in the night sky, not all the stars look the same. That's why there are, if you look in the sky, you could see images of like the Big Dipper, the Little Dipper, the Leo the Lion. You could see all of those symbols if you really look for them, right? All of those signs. And Spirit is saying, you're unique. You're one of those stars in the sky that is not like any other. And so it's time to release things that aren't yours. Cleanse those, I heard pores, because in our facial, in our skin, sometimes we see those big pores, or we need to clean them, not to be gross, but we need to clean them out because they become embedded with just stuff in the environment, right? So we need to clean those and make sure they're clear so our skin can breathe easier. And so Spirit is saying that's what's happening with this, the remnants of the full moon and the new moon coming in. It is your time. It's time to stand up for who you are. I will say that you could have residual effects or leftover energy of feeling doubtful or unworthy, but that's all because it's coming up to be released. And Spirit is saying, you may be wondering, what the hell? Why have I been waiting so long for this? Why is this not manifested? Why is this not come in? Why am I passed over for a promotion? Why am I not good enough for this or that? Why do people take advantage of me? Okay? All valid questions and all valid reasons why. But Spirit is saying, it's your responsibility to unhinge from those judgments put upon you, to take yourself away from that, to start working on something where you can balance out those energies and not bring it home with you at the end of the day, or work on leaving those situations and moving into something that is more relevant for you. It does feel as if, let's see, it feels as if the ghosts from the past are disappearing now. Whatever was in the past, whatever ghosts were in the past, are fading out. As you see here, there are pictures of skeletons from the past are going away. They may rise up briefly, but just in time for you to say, no, I'm not going back there again. This is over, it's done. And so in comes this balancing act, but before that comes a rescue. So there is some sort of rescue coming in that creates a balancing act. Cause and effect is what I heard. So this rescue is all about, in effect, rescuing ourselves from past situations, present situations, mind traps, basically rescuing ourselves from a path of self-destruction, or moving away from the leftover energies from those self-destructing things that we've been through. And so Spirit is saying this rescue is happening now. And you are in that balloon floating away, leaving it all behind you. I do feel like some of you might even be rescued from a situation that could have been very dangerous for you. It feels like you could have gone down a path where succumbing to someone's control issues, or maybe even as far as mind control, sort of, but being a part of something that was really detrimental to you is almost over, and you are being guided away, in some cases even a rescue from something that is could have been very unpleasant for you. And so there is that energy of moving away from something that is moving into something better for you, okay? If you see these storm fields, if you see these paths going this way, there's one going that way, there's a big tornado coming in to shake things up, but you're being steered clear of something that could potentially be harming and damaging to your energy. And don't I was hearing, don't tempt fate. Don't be curious and try to find out what that thing was, because you don't want that within your energy, okay? I do feel like something or someone from the past could be trying to come in and sway you, move you in a different direction, because they've never really given up on that control issue with you. So things are moving in a different direction to protect you. What else, guides? Oh, thank you. Yeah, and that path leads you to your golden palace, which is rich with blessings, vitality, strength, intelligence, love, a better overall well-being for you, new prospects in financial, better stability, more stability. What else? Trust your vibes. I'm going to go with this one. Okay. Let's see what Spirits has to say about your vibes. Because this caught my eye, so I would just want to show you this Trust Your Vibes deck, and see what Spirit has to say. Ooh, thank you. Okay. Yeah, there's a big cleansing, an aura cleanse that needs to occur and happen. And so Spirit is saying some of you are going to go through a maybe a chakra clearing or cleansing or healing. Some of you may be going through some sort of baptism energetically, maybe physically, but Spirit is saying it's a ultimate cleansing to clear your path, because it's right there for you. It's open, ready for you to venture down this path. And so it is crucial right now, I would say before the full moon, or around the, new moon, to cleanse your energy and clear your path, to move forward into that beautiful space that is your uniqueness. And with that is that intuitiveness to listen to your heart, to take you where it is you need to be within your energy, not someone else's. Because there is a sound check. There is a need to listen to your voice, your own heart, to listen to your needs and to respond to those needs. The universe is here to give you gifts, and Spirit says accept those gifts from the universe, because they're here for you right here, right now. I was in a prayer and, meditation the other day. A lot of times I do this when I'm in the shower because the gentleness of the water, the relaxation of that hot water and steam opens me up to hear my voice, to hear the voice of my guides. And what I heard was, you're sitting on a gold mine. And I was like, wait, what? Where's this gold mine? And so Spirit said, literally, you're in charge of that. You know what you need to do to access all of those things that are here for you, right here. You just have to open your eyes. You just have to give yourself permission to release the things that you need to let go of and to move forward in your bliss, your energy, your strength into these things that are meant for you. I want to say this. There's a big emphasis right now, spiritually, in this message about being misaligned and mismatched wherever it is where you are right now. Maybe in your workplace. I feel a very strong sense of career, and that you can't change where you are, whether you're corporate or someplace else. You can't change that environment. You're not meant to fight an army. You're not meant to. Whatever is a situation where you are, whatever is the negative energy where you are right now, is their problem. It's not yours. And so you were only meant to be there for a time. And now it's time for your soul to move forward into the richness that it deserves, that you deserve. And so whether it's your boss or just the general environment where you are, your light is too much for that. And that's why now you might be seeing things more clearly, you might be more present in your own energy. And that's why you're seeing everything more clearly now. And Spirit's saying it's not about having a bad attitude. It's about seeing the contrast between that energy and yours. And sometimes it's just not a good fit anymore. Been there, done that is applicable here. Okay? Time to move on to something new. Trust your instincts. Trust your guidance. Move forward for you and what's best for you. Yeah, and that's why the Spirit was saying, get grounded. Clear that energy. Touch the earth. Feel the water. Let it resonate with your soul, with your energy, and you will hear the answer. You will see. Things will open up easier for you, right? Balance things out. And it feels like this very much is needed right now in this time, because those doors of opportunity are opening up for you. I'm telling you, with that new moon, it's time for you to make those plans and steps to bring more joy into your life, okay? Time for crayons. Time to play, take life a little less seriously, and move into that energetic, childlike play energy within yourself, okay? That's so funny that play was on the bottom of the deck when I said that. Maybe that was a subconscious thing, I don't know. But you're going to have downtime. You're going to give yourself that downtime. And it's going to feel wonderful, okay? I do feel like people are coming into your life during this time who might be mentors or role models who are going to help you find your truth, your happiness, your uniqueness, and help you love yourself more. And so they are going to help you listen to your heart and clear the past. And so I want to offer that as well. As you know, I'm a spiritual life coach. And so I am wanting to help you move past those things as well. And so I will close this out as I do feel that this is the end of our message here. Unless there's anything else you want us to know, Spirit, anything else in this moment that is relevant to us that we need to know right now, please and thank you. No, this is it. And so I hope you have enjoyed this message, and I hope you take it to heart and listen to whatever it is that Spirit has said to you, whatever is spoken to your heart. Take it, trust it, and appreciate it. I'm going to close this out with another tuning fork. I was going to say melody, but yeah, we'll do that. Let this message be as it's meant to be. Go in faith and trust and love. Namaste.